Hello! Hello, and welcome to this Minecraft Monday. My name is John, and I am joined by John.
Hello!
And the Killer Joe that I really hope doesn't respond. And we are back in the killing floor. So, to go over the questions that Rave you have asked real quick before we actually get started with what we're going to be doing today. Yes, for subbing, you do get server access. We need to work out how to get that to you in an efficient way, which will probably be sending you IP details. And why is there lag? Not sure. Couldn't answer that one.
Our Joe here had gained a couple of swords in the chest, so I just took them out and gave them to him. I figure that's an effective use of swords, right?
I mean, yeah, it's not a bad use for them. So, what we need to do today, what we're going to be doing today. One, Joe needs to chop off some heads. Two, we want to get, or I would like to get proper storage over here that is connected back to the main network so that we can have the nice things in the main network. If you hold down shift, you aren't affected by the vector plates, by the way.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at... If you just look over the edge, it looks like he's got a whole load of stuff stuck to him.
Oh. It does.
I don't know if that is what he has or not. I'm going to take his sword off him so he stops hitting you. There you go. You're safe now. He won't hit you, so...
Yes, it does appear.
So yeah, there's a whole load of extra...
Let's deal with that. So they're not on a vector plate anymore.
So is that you need to take that edge vector plate out? Is that what it's...
It looks like they were being forced along...
They've appeared in this chest.
Vector plates. Where's that exporter coming from?
Right, okay.
Oh, that would be the one that was probably underneath Joe.
It was indeed underneath Joe. Can very much confirm.
So Joe goes...
Do you need me... you're right, I was going to say, do you need me to take the glass out? But...
I need...
No, not that way. Underneath it. Got a what? What are you doing?
I need a bucket of the nutrient.
I'm food.
I need a bucket of nutrient stuff to put it back in there. The nutrient distillation that was exported. It needs to be told what to export.
Oh, okay. Well, I've put the exporter back in underneath the floor where it was. But you should still be able to get to it. So that was a whole load of additional stuff. Some sulfur, a whole load of wither dust. There was an extra 10 wither dust there. And 2 wither skeleton skulls.
Yeah, those we already had, but... Whoosh. but there was also some more withered ribs and some more drops of evil.
Indeed.
So let's. You are a fluid exporter, exporting nutrient distillation so that we can feed Joe. Okay, you are welcome to drop back the ground behind Joe now. And I'm just
ready
gonna
for me to give him a sword?
Yeah, give him a sword and let him have some fun. I'm gonna go quickly grab some drawers.
He had one swing left on that sword. If he'd have hit you once more, I wouldn't have had to take the sword off him.
Where's... There we go, and go for 8.
Oh, got an extra head. Got more wither dust. Get on, Joe. You beast.
And I want my keys as well, don't I?
Why does Twitch feel the need to show me adverts when I'm switching to mod view? What is that about?
I mean, I can't help feel the only appropriate response there is the Mr. Krabs line from the SpongeBob movie of "I like money." Because I can't help but feel it's nothing but that.
Yeah. I think you might be right there.
Eh.
Eh. Do you want an extra block there so you can put another line on? Was that the air you were looking at?
No, I was jumping up to reach.
There you go, look. So then do you want to run a tube under the floor that's like, if it can't go in those boxes, it goes into the chest?
Yeah, I might do.
Or you could put the chest like under your feet where you stood. Would also work.
No, I think under the floor works. If I had any item conduits on me. Do you have any item conduits?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you run that, I'm going to quickly have a look at
I'm sure that I
repairing.
can. So put it underneath the chest.
Yeah, it's got to be a longer path to the longer path to the chest than it is to the boxes.
So if I branch it off of the boxes where it enters the drawer controller.
Yeah.
Go down and across from there, basically. Yeah, okay. Oh, well, fell down.
Okay, I can build a repairer, but that's going to take us setting up an empowerer.
A repairer?
The item
repairer.
repairer.
What it says on the tin.
Yeah, it repairs any item that can be repaired in an anvil. Just using power.
Okay.
But we'd need to set up an empowerer. Can we set up an empowerer real fast? I want to say we probably can.
So that needs to be insert on green. And then that's fine, isn't it? Yeah. That's all it needs, insert on green, right?
Yeah.
Make that one pretty. And to make that pretty, put the floor back in. Oh, pretty.
Enchantment sorter, extractor, applicator, crusher, potion brewer.
So I'm going to let my dear friend Sir Chops-a-Lot chop his way through, just to check that there aren't any other things coming up as necessary.
Okay.
Sulfur so far. And bones.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do I need for that? Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
So he uses like 5 nutrients super time. Damn it, stop getting extra swords. I wanted you to use up the sword so I don't keep picking up a sword.
Where's my food?
Of course, Joe. Of course, he picked up yet another sword. So for every sword he breaks, he seems to collect a new one.
It's probably just good timing.
Yeah.
Well,
the sword appears quicker than the previous one disappears,
yeah.
But it seems to be that it kind of fits at that sort of amount.
Okay, do we want to dig a hole out and reach out to...
Reach out to...
Wither killing area?
Witherton.
Yeah.
I assume going south is the right way forward. Map. South. Yep. South.
Now I've got to look up and check what fun things we can use for wither-proof roads.
How far? How far south do you want, John?
Like 2 chunks, maybe?
What does a chunk equate to?
That's a good question. One moment. If you press F9 twice...
F9 twice. Oh, okay. That gives you chunk boundaries.
That gives you the green glowy chunk boundaries.
1 chunk. Go below. Was not what I was expecting to find, but sweet. We're going to go slightly further than that, John.
Okay.
Because I've managed to dig my way into a cavern. If you come down the tunnel, you will understand what I mean. Right, here is where the new place starts.
Alright, I thought there was a thing called reinforced obsidian, but that doesn't seem to be a thing.
Okay. So that is not our solution of choice. Should the arena space be a chunk in size?
No. Smaller and about 3-4 blocks high.
Because a chunk is 16 blocks square.
Oh, there is reinforced obsidian. Why did you not show up when I looked up obsidian?
Trolling you.
Yeah, clearly. I'm gonna need, like, let's go with 36 of you. And just a whole bunch of... What is going on my phone?
Very good question. Usually when my phone goes a bit mad, it's because someone's gone live. And I've got like notifications from multiple channels all pinging
Fair.
at the same time.
Right, where... You're still a good way down to bedrock, aren't you, mine? Oh, this old place.
So what size would you like it? Floor space wise?
Internal area, let's go 6 by 6 by 4 tall.
6 by 6 by 4. And do you want to be able to walk around each side?
What, from outside?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not needed.
Okay.
Jeez, this ravine that we were in way back at the start is now covered in Thaum crystals.
Yeah. The current hole that I'm digging goes through one of the chasms we found with all the lava at the bottom, and you can see the crystals are expanding. They're not quite as expanded as in other places, but...
After last week's fun lesson of don't dig straight down, I'm gonna dig straight down.
Congratulations.
As you can see, I definitely learnt my lesson last week.
Hmm. One, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're going to need to lay obsidian all over the floor as well, aren't you?
Yeah, and the
And
roof.
ceiling. Okay, so if I dig the floor down 1...
I really need to work out a way to automate this, but I just can't with the stuff we've got.
To automate what, sorry?
Grains of Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
So I've seen somebody do it with an igniter block.
Okay.
And we've got an igniter in the pack.
Yeah.
And I've tried it. And all it seems to do, and I might be being impatient with it, and I might need to run follow-up tests. All it seems to do is turn a fire on when given a redstone signal, and then turn it off when you give it another redstone signal.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't seem to do the
Actual setting on fire.
burning out after however long and giving you a grain of infinity. Because if it did that, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
The other thing that I have briefly tried is the mechanical user and putting a flint and steel in it and telling it to right-click the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Which works. It sets fire using the flint and steel.
Yeah.
It then just, every tick, spams the flint and steel, whether the ground in front of it's on fire or not.
So it never stops burning?
So it just uses up the flint and steel.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure whether it,
I don't know whether it ever stops burning or not.
therefore whether the grains of infinity spawn, was my question.
But you would only get one.
when it finally stopped burning.
Whether that's after the initial start of being on fire or not, I'm not 100% sure, because I don't know whether it can be you set the block on more fire.
Yeah.
But if you think like a flint and steel has a certain durability.
Yeah, and it isn't a huge amount.
No. And you're clicking it, or the block is clicking it 20 times a second.
Yeah.
It uses
But
up
can
that.
you then put a timer on it?
That's something I tried. That, in theory, would work. The slowest part of that was then having to feed it flint and steels.
Oh, okay.
Which really shouldn't be too bad with our power level right now, but...
But still, it just isn't ideal
yeah.
for what we're trying to do.
Hola, Tanny.
Tanny!
Oh god, get inside.
Why get inside?
It's dark.
Oh. Yeah, that makes perfect sense then. Ooh, me. I assume you figured out what that was in response to, John.
I will also take the ice cream, please.
What flavour? It's an essential ice cream based question.
It's a very good ice cream based question. Vanilla.
Ooh. Haven't had just vanilla in a long time. Generally, I end up like putting something else on it, like chocolate sauce. Or my brother is notorious for breaking meringues into it.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
It's very good. Unless you're one of those freaky people in life who can't deal with really sugary foods. But that's definitely not a problem I own.
Okay, let's come and follow this path. Where's the path?
This way. Behind you. Hello. Over here.
Ooh.
See? This is where we were before. You can see where I've been.
Just was, wasn't it?
I don't know. Could be. Yeah.
Before you cover it up, let's just grab.
Yeah, by all means.
not going to pass up free nuclear fuel.
Exactly. I think there's another bit in the back of the room that I built. I could be wrong though.
Oh, yep. Watching CR and painting a dragon.
Is this a dragon for the thing I sent you, Tanny? Or is that a different dragon?
Different dragon.
Oh, okay. I sent Tanny a... Ooh, nice watercolour vibes. Like it. I sent Tanny a link to an art challenge, like one of the month ones.
Oh,
and
right.
it's specifically dragon based.
Oh, was that the one Tanny posted about the other day of Smaugust?
Yes. For some reason, and I'm really not sure why, I saw it and thought, Tanny. I don't know why.
That artist followed Tanny today.
Ooh, that's awesome, Tanny.
Right, I've got 2 mechanical users. Let's get some timers. I've got 2 timers. From other things that I've tried to time in the past, apparently.
Yeah. So this is reinforced obsidian. Okay. I'll believe it when I see it.
Kick off the crafting of that here, and then by the time I get back to the factory, they should be finished.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Double dang it. Yeah, and just misclicking with slabs, which is irritating because then you have to take it out and put it back in because it takes then the whole block out once you've double clicked it.
Ah, dang it.
And I keep tripping over previously placed torches. There you go. Although it's dark, nothing will spawn.
So I need to teach the system how to build flint and steels.
What does region mean? Huh. No idea. Oh, I missed one slab. Are you going to want me to run cable under this as well, John?
Not yet.
But will we need it to get whatever it produces back to...
Yeah, we might do.
So if I run an item conduit over there and a power?
That sounds like it makes the most sense, yes.
So enhanced energy and item conduit.
Yep,
Is that correct?
that is it.
Cool beans.
Could I have a ranged collector, please?
No, never.
Apparently not. Still don't know why that hopper recipe doesn't work.
Does the item conduit... Oh, the item conduit is okay going to that oak chest, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be fine for now.
Because it's going to be one-off things that we collect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Knew that was going to happen at some point.
What's that?
Have a crack at falling out the world.
You've fallen out of the world.
Well, not technically out of the world, but off the bottom of the pathway.
How did you manage that this time?
Well, because I'm now digging out the floor of the tunnel that I built to put this in. And it's kind of a fairly long way down.
Fair.
In the bridge section. So, you know, just mind your step when you're down here. You should be fine, but I'm not liable for injuries should they happen. Does that seem fair?
Makes sense. Let's get a detector. What was the thing I was just thinking I would need? I need my Yeta wrench. Where's my Yeta wrench gone? It's in my hand, so I can't see anything. Got a lot of inventory blindness.
Is that like domestic blindness?
What's domestic blindness?
Where you ask your other half where something is in the house. It's like, can you see my wallet? I can't find it anywhere, and it's like literally on the kitchen side.
Yeah. I've heard that one. That is an
Ooh.
amazing mashup, yes.
I do love that song as its mashup.
So this is use item on block. There we go. Tanya's had it on repeat all day.
So you mean you've literally like mashed it straight into your brain?
Am I a frozen now?
I'm not 100% sure that's how it works, but yeah, sure. Oh, the chasm crossing is so satisfying, John.
Really want to be seeing a Grain of Infinity soon. Otherwise I'm going to think this doesn't work. Come on. There we go.
Did it do it?
It did do it.
Okay.
So what I need is... You can sit there. Not facing that, though. Then I need some conduit. Which, of course, I haven't brought down in here with me.
Yeah, usually the way. It's a case of the old Sod's Laws.
I'd like 2 of those. And I want some item conduit, and I want some RS conduit.
The baby sheep and baby cows are meant to be pulled into the centre, right?
Yeah.
So why are there fields full of baby sheep and baby cows that aren't being pulled through?
I don't know.
Because the sheep have suddenly exploded in numbers, as have the chickens. Huh. Oh, it's got no power. Animal baby separators out of RF. Well, why has it got no RF?
That's a fine question. Where's it plugged in? Must be plugged into part of Chris's network that we're not powering anymore.
Are we just not powering it at all?
Well, I mean, as far as I know, we're powering most of Chris's network. But there must be one branch we must have missed off or has become cut off at some point.
It's coming from a flux point.
Oh, possibly that just became disconnected from the network sometime.
So please select a network, and I need FBF main
FBF
power.
power. Yeah.
Yay! Now it's got power. So how did that?
I think at one point when we were doing power, like working out what was happening with our power, I disconnected all of them.
Oh, okay. Right, those numbers are looking better now, sheep. It was getting a bit like out of hand. Might need to do some serious chicken culling though, because there's a lot of chickens.
I mean, yeah, if they've been not being pulled out for a little while, that would make sense.
I think they must mature faster than the other three, maybe.
Makes
Which
sense.
is perhaps why there's more of them now. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sheep.
You're good. This is a
7
chock-loaded
cows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8 pigs. So I think we started with 6. So they've gained a couple, but the chickens are like not even going to attempt to count them. They move too quick.
I mean, that's entirely fair.
There's just too many of them.
Ow, ow.
You burning yourself into a corner there, John?
A little bit.
Just a tad.
Just need to try and collect up some grains of infinity to be able to build enough. Put some, leave that going, and I'll put some more in production mode. How's this doing? Oh, nothing in there, that's a good sign.
Just taking a quick nap.
Reinforced obsidian. Can we get like 10 of it yet? Yeah.
One day I'm going to figure out how to comfortably sit on a chair, but today is not that day.
One day it'll be a mystery
And I have
solved.
to mute myself to shuffle around. Yeah. One day I'll sit down and then, like,
Oh, this is how you
I've spent a while on the computer and I won't even think about it. And I'll just be like, huh, I succeeded. So I put these up either side because I wasn't sure what you really needed. But they're here.
Makes sense.
This reinforced obsidian looks cool. How's it made?
It is grains of infinity and dark steel bars and obsidian.
Okay. Ah. Well, that's cool.
So the obsidian is fairly simple to come by. The dark steel bars take a little bit of processing. And the grains of infinity we've now got auto making.
Cool. So we should be good.
So yeah, now it's just a matter of time. So I guess one thing we could do is kill a wither outside.
Kill a wither outside.
And have the nether star to be able to start while we wait for enough grains of infinity.
Yeah.
Or we both go and spam the
I mean, I'm happy to go and do some burning.
Yeah, that might be a good plan. How you doing, Joe?
Wish there was a way to see how much power his sword has left. Like from just looking at the outside. You can only see when it's broken. You're out the bottom of the floor.
Look at the stream.
Yeah, I assume I was too.
Oh, how's our ale doing?
Alien away.
Have we got... Oh. Quality 9.9.
Ooh. Can the quality only get better with the starter quality?
Yeah. So
I don't remember where I'm going in this mine.
So I don't actually know if it actually goes up to 1. Or if 9.9 is as good as it gets, but bottoms up.
Is it down in the mine entrance? Or was it out the bottom of the house?
I went down the mine entrance. But there's an easier way in the factory.
In the factory?
Under the factory.
Around the back of the factory?
Yep.
In here?
Yep, and then just down this big hole.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just stand here with this very highly high quality alcohol while you start a fire over there.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing. That's a good sound.
Yeah, that sounds fairly productive.
Oh, managed to catch my sneeze. Another round?
Yeah. So as we've discussed before, that ale gives you an effect called full stomach.
Yeah.
Which means you are fully saturated and don't need to eat for a little while.
Cool.
Ow. Hey, Jeff.
Hey! Welcome to me being a pyromaniac. You might want to just follow the spiral, John.
I mean, I'd love
figured
to,
out
but you've...
a smarter way of to where I can walk around with it and fill in the gaps and pick up what was there.
How are you doing, Jeff? No, everything's fine.
Definitely not cheating slightly on my part. You hopping in the spiral, John?
I've hopped outside of the spiral and upstairs.
Okay.
So I'm just going to kick off a round of crafting.
That's fair. Sounds like popcorn. But like really deep popcorn. We've got 91 in the thing now, John.
That's going well, then.
Hmm. How many are you after?
I'm in a fair amount more than that, because it's each one of these takes 4. And we need to fill up the entire floor, walls, and ceiling.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, it takes quite a long time to mine up if you place it in the wrong place.
Hmm. Can also imagine that is the case, yeah.
Yeah, those what golems?
Those
Trapdoors.
what?
Trapdoors are a masterpiece. Oh, it feels good. Yeah, watercolor looks like it would be fun.
Are you using the really like thick watercolor paper? Because that stuff is so satisfying to paint on.
What type of dragon are you painting?
There's a picture in work in progress, I believe.
Oh, so there is.
So get in the Discord, peeps. Hashtag.
Oh, Covina.
Hashtag casual advertising.
Hashtag plug with about 5 U's.
Plug.
I mean, that does explain why earlier Tanny asked me to name a type of dragon.
What type of dragon did you pick?
I unfortunately took a little while to answer because it was just as I had a after-dinner nap, and I said a storm dragon.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's on her list.
Nice. I would be very surprised if they didn't have a list. It's like me with other art, like cosplay projects and stuff.
There's a
Creative
big old list.
people always have lists.
I really need to start work on actually doing something to the Albite stuff I have.
Are you gonna try and like rough it up and...
I kind of want to try and maybe recolor some of it.
When you say recolor,
I've got brown, green, and black leather, or fake leather pieces. And I kind of want to...
you would struggle to get the black pieces to be any other color.
I'm thinking maybe like get the... if I could get the brown and green closer in color.
Okay.
Possibly, I mean, I don't really want to go black with it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds a sensible plan.
What was that? Make sure.
You have a fan or something to do drying.
Yeah. I saw someone like blot it with kitchen roll. But I don't understand. Whenever I've done that, I've ended up with like kitchen roll print in my watercolor, which kind of isn't exactly what you're going for. So I'm always a little bit confused as to why it seems to work for some people and not me.
Well, Tanny says sames.
Oh good, at least it's not just me.
I saw someone the other day that was doing a watercolor of a shark.
Hmm.
And they like put the... like they literally started by painting the shark with water and then putting the colour onto it to like let it bleed through the...
I think it probably showed you that because I like an artist who does all of that stuff. I like every one of her posts.
I mean, that makes sense.
They are stunning. She's also done manta rays and things.
I can't remember if I actually sent you that one or not. It's the sort of thing I probably would send.
Yeah. But her watercolor stuff is stunning. I'll fish it out and send it to you after the stream, Tanny.
Tanny agrees that that is a good plan.
$194, John.
It's going well. Can't remember if it's actually faster for me to just fly up the lift shaft or not.
Possibly, but that's not the point.
I mean, it's very true. That really isn't the point. Well, we've got the floor.
I didn't put that barrier in there for you to just fly past it, John.
We've got the floor and we've got one wall.
That's my best engineering done all by myself. Of late. The bathhouse was better on the other server.
I mean, the B-room basement.
That we trapped Michael in.
That was fun.
Yeah.
The B-room basement is astounding. Like, really nicely put together.
So you can just build in it and be free.
What machine are you complaining about? Okay, you can be not a thing. And you can be not a thing. Okay, obsidian. Oh, is it time to do this upgrade? where's that one then? One problem with having this server running for so long is I've forgotten where some of the machines that make the stuff are.
Yeah.
And that's because we sort of merged the system with Chris's system.
Yep.
And so there's some of the machines that Chris set up to make stuff that now are apparently not working. But still think they are.
$280.
That'll do. Right, let that one making those.
Making what, sorry?
I'm just gonna leave the crafter that he had crafting one of the things, but I've just turned the power back on too. Because apparently that was also a thing that when I disconnected power at some point, we'd never actually turned it back on for that machine. But I've moved the crafting away from it now.
Oh, okay. Fair.
So it's now just sort of leaving it over there to finish up this set of crafting, and now crafting will be done in another machine. Which I think I need to do. I'm gonna go lay these 12, and then I'm gonna try doing something interesting and different with phantom faces.
So that's adding more faces to a machine.
Yeah, basically the phantom face. Sometimes with modded Minecraft, you need to get access to more sides of a block than a block can have.
Yeah.
Because a block can only have 6 sides. And when you start to try and put power and, input and output things and crafters and all that jazz.
Yeah, all of the items in and the items out, and yeah.
You get a lot of stuff that needs to go into blocks. as well as, still having it look nice.
Yeah.
Which obviously is a major concern, but it is still nice when your factory looks nice.
I guess it depends what and where you're building, really, doesn't it?
But for instance, this alloy smelter, we've now filled up the number of patterns that can go into the crafter on top of it. Now, one solution would be to just literally shove another crafter on the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
That don't look attractive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what we can do is we need to build the Empowerer. I was worried I was going to say that, having said I didn't want to do that, and now having to do that. Okay, well, we need to build an Empowerer, so it's time to do that thing.
What is the Empowerer and how does it work?
The Empowerer is a simple-ish machine that can be used to infuse certain blocks with other blocks.
Okay. So, 510?
That should do for now.
I mean, I'm happy to keep going. Like, how many... Is that enough? Are you happy with that amount?
I say that's a fine amount for now. Yeah.
Okay. It's quite satisfying just being stood down here surrounded by fire. It just keeps popping. I don't have the patience or brain power not to die to fire this evening, which is why I stayed in creative mode. It's just not how my brain wants to work today.
Where can I put this bit of tech? Let's put it over here.
$540. Leo? Fresh air.
Now, do we have... No. Does that work? Face the right way. We really only have one redstone conduit. Wow.
Kind of doesn't surprise me. Like, seems like the kind of thing that we would run out of pretty quick.
Okay. Yeah. So we're kind of back to that whole, you want it to look a bit nice. Sean, could you come and work some chisel and bits magic for me?
Yeah. Whereabouts are you? In the basement of the
basement of the
factory?
factory. Over here. On the
Hello.
wall. Now, I'm fairly certain that this block here can be covered by chisel and bits on top.
So where the redstone torches, a layer of...
Yeah, just a layer of bits. Just determined to face all the wrong ways today, machines, aren't you?
It'll have to do like that. Yeah?
Let's see if that... Damn it! That's not going to work because it doesn't let the laser through.
I mean, the other thing I could always do would just be to, like, box it in like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It kind of stops it from being something someone can just casually fall in. I mean, I wouldn't put it past some people to try, but, you know.
In theory, stops people falling in.
Yeah. It stops people from being able to fall in particularly easily.
Right. Ranged collector means I need a hopper. And one of them. And a void crystal. Yeah. Importer, please. So that should work if I drop that in there. Yeah. Right, to make the Empowerer, I need Restonia crystals. Two of those. Jeez. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Damn it. Come on, get there. Damn it, that's not where I wanted you to go. I think that it might be best if we say that it is time to wrap up for now.
Okay.
And that I look at building the Empower itself either between sessions, or that's how we do the start of the next session.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Just because this is going to be a little while letting this thing craft stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
And so by then we'll also have
So
plenty
we'll leave that running, so it will tick over.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll also have plenty of Grains of Infinity by next time, so that we can have plenty of where are they? Reinforced Obsidian.
Yeah. I'm going up to your office. I figure that's a good place to end the stream.
That sounds a good plan.
So we don't spend much time in here.
Just going to turn off the reactor so that we're not burning stuff between sessions. And then I'll head up to the office.
Do we need that for powering the other bits though?
Nah, they'll be fine.
Okay.
They'll keep going for a little while. Enough to get us bits and pieces. Yeah, look, power's at 100% at the moment, so we're okay.
Okay.
You did me a keyboard and mouse. When did you do that?
It's been in there since I completed it.
Jeez.
You just didn't pay attention.
Apparently not. I love that there's actually details in it. It's...
Yeah, every other one is a different white, so it's like checkerboard, but with 2 whites to get that grid.
Anyway.
I had to.
That is all for tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching along with us tonight. Good luck with continuing of watercolor paintings. To any of our subscribers, such as Rave, we will endeavour to get server login details out to you ASAP.
Go check on the trains as well, because that might be useful.
Yeah. In the meantime, Kafoosh.
Whoosh.
Kafoosh indeed. Here are our upcoming streams. Tomorrow night we'll be back on the Sea of Thieves, where we will hopefully be finishing up Revenge of the Morning Star, should Captain Flameheart not dick us over this time.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
On Wednesday it is Eye of the Tempest with the Golden Tooth. At the end of the last session, the group took on a mission for the other Genasi to deliver a message to a remote monastery in the mountains near Mulmaster. And so now it is time for them to set out on this quest. On Thursday, Jennifer is going to be playing some more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines over on the Angel Games Player channel. On Friday, Space Odysseus is going to 2 times a month. So this Friday it is Space Odysseus, the A-Team. We are going to be celebrating the Summertown Maiden with a slight time jump at some point in this episode, as we will jump about a month into the future of Space Odysseus, the A-Team, for us to get past the ending of the B-Team that was streamed a little while ago.
Oh, that's cool.
Gets a little wibbly-wobbly in there somewhere, but, you know.
Wibbly-wobbly time, but we love it.
On Sunday night, the... nearly said Storm King's Thunder. The In the Clutch of the Cult crew are escaping from Hammerhast. Short One Milo, who has gone on a short break with Merlin to investigate some new spells, and will be back shortly. They are heading off on new adventures to work out where they're going next. They've got a couple of threads of what they want to investigate, so we'll see if they can actually find a location for it on Sunday. And then Minecraft Mondays again next week, where Sean and I will be doing empowering stuff and Phantom Faces and Fighting the Wither. I've got to come up with a pun that encompasses all 3 of those.
I'm excited to see what that happens to be.
It's going to be interesting. In the meantime, one other thing that we've got coming up that I'm going to advertise is that on the 1st of August we are doing a D&D one-shot at some point in the day. I've not actually worked out exactly when we're going to be starting it, whether it's going to be an afternoon or an evening thing. But we're doing a D&D one-shot because it's my birthday, and I want to celebrate with my friends. And so we're going to take the group of D&D adventurers that we were planning to start earlier this year for convention-going adventures, and give them a little bit of an outing before they get to go to a convention, because 2020 has not been kind to conventions, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So on Saturday, August the 1st, we'll be doing a 4 to 5 hour stream. The adventure says it's 4 hours, but really with these guys, who can say how long they're going to take?
We're either going to run straight through it or take 7. There's no in between.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So tune in for that on Saturday the 1st of August for the adventure Heartkiller's Horn. So stay tuned for that, and in the meantime, let's have a look who is still live at the moment. Let's throw it at Tales of Gaming Addiction, who is doing D&D on a Monday night.
Ooh, nice.
And is still live, so hopefully stays live for a little while so that you guys can enjoy some D&D.
Cool beans.
For now, guys, thank you so much. Throw us a like. Throw these guys a like. We'll see you again real soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.